that. We're starting it. You can do more if you can hold it up.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Parallel. It's not parallel. That's perfect.
Still there?
Yeah.
I can feel the heat.
And you can tap it down like that to get it closer.
All right.
Oh, the fire stopped.
Darn, I'll have to stop. All right, one more time.
Okay. And that's dragon's breath. And it works on the principle of surface area. Okay. You've all recently done the flame test, right?
Gonna do it tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
What's flame test? Oh.
Okay, so the light goes off, and what I'm doing, and it's a surface area demo, I'm using iron filings. You have to switch off the light. Oh. I forgot this one. Okay, this is iron filings, and you notice what happens when you put iron filings. Now this wouldn't work if I put a bar of iron in here, would it? Why does this work? Because, yeah, I know it makes sparkles, but why? Okay. I do not want to do this with Cremora and sparklers because the Cremora will burn in my hand and the iron doesn't. So this is actually how you make sparklers, right? Let's try a little more. Okay, that it was a little too high. Okay. And so you see what you're doing is the reason this works is because the iron filings are very small and the oxygen can get around them, and so the rate of the reaction can go much faster. And the nice thing is you can use them again and again and again. Okay. And do you notice what's happening? It's changing colors. It's changing what color in particular? Well, sort of reddish, like blood, right?
Yeah.
Now, why do you think that's happening? Does this happen with all orange paper?
No.
No. So this paper has to have some special property, right? What do you think it is? Have you ever put paper in a substance and it had it change color in a science class? Yeah. pH paper. Okay, so this is going to be an acid-base indicator. Now, you have to tell me, is it acid or base?
Acid.
Okay, so what would be your indicator? What's in Windex? It's soapy, and all soaps are soaps acidic or basic? They're all basic. So this has to be a base indicator. All right, now this is actually a natural dye. This is named after goldenrod flowers, and if you take goldenrod flowers and you actually put them in the presence of a base, they'll go red. Is there any other natural substance you know that does this? Well, go on, Mrs. Trump. What kind of cabbage? Red cabbage? Okay, so have you ever done a lab like in a biology class or a chemistry class where you use red cabbage? Okay, what happens is it tends to go green in base, and can you think of another red substance that might do that?
Cranberries.
Cranberries. Cranberries go green when you put them in a base solution too. Okay? There's another sign over there. But we put this one back up here because it's actually sort of cool and we don't think we're going to ruin the baseboard. Okay, now we're going to make we're going to make you a genie and then a ghost. And what we are doing is we are doing the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide. So, what does hydrogen peroxide decompose into? All those physics students and AP Chem students are right on the money. Okay, now, if you do this in darkness, you will sometimes get ozone. What's the formula for ozone? Okay, now in the upper atmosphere, ozone protects us from UV radiation. But in the lower atmosphere where we are, it's a pollutant, and we want to avoid it. We did blue bubbles, right? Uh-huh. Okay, so we take our manganese dioxide, we put a little in our genie lantern, and we are going to rinse this out and throw this. We don't really have, we're just not going to use the speaker.
We have enough class.
We have lots of them. I brought lots of them because I knew we would be stuck down here if we didn't. Okay, so here we go. This is the good stuff. Okay, so obviously I have my genie, right? Okay, before I finish this, I'm going to make you a ghost that already has okay, that still has the stuff in it. And then I'm going to go wash my hands. Okay, now there are some things that you say, oh, the worst thing you could get on yourself is concentrated hydrochloric acid. That's not true. It happens to be concentrated peroxide. You see your ghost? Aha. Okay? Ghosts. Ghosts. G-H-O-T-S across the T. Hopefully that does it. Light it. There it goes. And you notice that candle was used in the flame test, and you see a positive test for strontium in it. Did you see that? Because they actually got strontium on the wick. So that time you actually saw that rose red. That's a positive test for strontium. You may find that some of your candles are contaminated. A-N-C-I-O. Okay, we're not going to actually dot the I's. There it goes.
Yeah, then we got some red going in there again.
Okay, let's do the permanganate one. We'll leave the light off, and I will find the permanganate. Oh, I wanted to do that too. We can do that too. Okay, I think the permanganate's already over. And we need lycopodium powder. It probably is, yeah. Okay, now the reason we save this one for last is because it's not necessarily always the best and most effective one. When it works, it's sweet. Is the candle still on? I am going to add this as a catalyst. Ah, you didn't believe me, did you?
This is why we do not mix chemicals unless your app tells you.
Oh yeah, because this does, I mean, this looks like a clear nothing and that looks like just brown crystals. But this is what happens when you mix them. Also, if you mix things with zinc, dust, everything explodes. So be very careful about that one. It's a really wonderful catalyst. So if you ever put it with an oxidizer or something that has a nitrogen base, you are in big trouble. Unless you're doing it on purpose, which I do. I think we're almost done, don't you?